welcome into Grimscapes of Horror. My name is Grim. This is your new haven for all things horror movie related and TV show related. And today, I have a question. Have you ever wondered what would happen if someone knew all of your deepest and darkest secrets and used them against you? Every lie, every secret. And if they tried to kill you for those secrets. Because today, I'm going to be reviewing Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin, and Summer School. This is the last part of me reviewing Pretty Little Liars, and then in the next video I'm going to be reviewing every season. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So Pretty Little Liars Original Sin is the first season of the reboot of the hit TV show Pretty Little Liars, created by Roberto Aguirre-Sakara and Lindsay Calhoun-Bring. It is the fourth series in the Pretty Little Liars franchise and is set in the same continuity as the previous series, but there's a small twist. Pretty Little Liars is now a slasher teen drama. Original Sin is set in the small town of Millwood, Pennsylvania, where a group of teenage girls find themselves tormented by a mysterious assailant known as A, just like in the original. This new generation of Little Liars are forced to confront the sins of their parents, who were involved in a series of tragic events 2 decades earlier. The story revolves around Imogen Adams, a pregnant teenager who returns to Millwood High School after her mother's tragic suicide. Imogen, along with her friends Tabby, an aspiring filmmaker who uses his love of horror films to mask her own trauma, Farron, a ballerina facing intense pressure and racial discrimination within her dance class, Mouse, a tech-savvy girl who was nearly abducted as a child and now struggles with overprotective parents, and Noah, an athlete trying to rebuild her life after being released from juvie. They must all uncover the identity of A while dealing with their own personal traumas and secrets. And I would like to give a caution, a trigger warning for anyone who might be watching, because there is much darker themes in this show compared to the original and the other shows in this franchise. So just keep that in mind. Themes of SA and kidnapping and just severe discretion advised. The themes in Original Sin are multi-layered and deeply intertwined. The idea that the actions and decisions of one generation impacts the next is essential to this series. Together, they unravel clues about their parents' past, discovering that their mothers were involved in the death of Angela Waters, a girl who was bullied and excluded at Millwood High. The liars must confront and make amends for their parents' actions, exploring how the past can shape their present and future while being chased by the mass killer assailant. This series tackles many forms of trauma, including SA, parental loss, racial discrimination, and abduction. The story portrays the characters' journey of healing, showing their strength and resilience. Just like the original series, the bond between the liars is a crucial element. Despite all of their differences, when brought together in a Breakfast Club sort of fashion, which I actually absolutely enjoyed. The loyalty to each other helps them face the threats from A and uncover the truth about Angela Waters. Each character also undergoes a journey of self-discovery, confronting their pasts and redefining themselves, exploring their struggles with identity, self-worth, and personal growth. A new lineup of liars all deliver on compelling performances, starting with our lead, Bailee Madison's portrayal of Imogen Adams. It's both touching and powerful. I've grown up watching this girl in many shows and movies, whether it was The Haunting Hour, R.L. Stine, Drake and Josh the movie, or The Fosters, and she was a young actress who I thought was really good even when I was a child. So now being able to see her give performances like she does in Pretty Little Liars is amazing to see. She's just able to capture Imogen's vulnerability and determination perfectly, making her a compelling, engaging protagonist. We then move onto my favorite character in Original Sin, which is Tabby Haworth, played by Chandler Kinney. Kinney brings a mix of humor and intensity to Tabby, making her the standout character for me. Her passion for horror movies adds a unique layer to the character, make her almost like the Randy Meeks of Pretty Little Liars, but smarter, cooler, and just overall better. Especially when being able to balance Tabby's humor with serious moments. Especially when you can tell there's something wrong, and the way Kinney is able to mask Tabby's emotions while subtly showing them makes her character much more relatable and lovable. Zariah delivers a strong performance as Farron Bryant, a determined and talented dancer who faces immense pressure. Her portrayal is both savage and emotional when dealing with her mother and having to work twice as hard to succeed and to win her approval. It just makes Farron such a memorable character. Then we have Malia Pyles as Minnie, nicknamed Mouse, Hanrada, and her portrayal is both subtle and engaging. She captures Mouse's intelligence and resourcefulness, portraying her introverted and nervous state, showcasing a character who has been overprotected by her parents and just wants some room to breathe and be social. Also, her tech-savvy skills help make her a key player in the group's efforts to uncover the truth. Maia Reficco's performance as Noah Oliver is emotionally charged and deeply moving. At first, Noah was my favorite character in the show, but after season 2, that all changed, which all had to do with her plot change from season 1 to season 2, which I will get into when we get to that. But since I've really connected and had a personal connection with Noah's storyline in the season, Maia portrays Noah's struggles with authenticity and depth, adding emotional weight to her story. The direction of Pretty Little Liars Original Sin is by Roberto Aguirre Sasca and Lindsay Calhoun-Bring is masterful and adds a fresh perspective to the franchise. The director emphasizes the horror atmosphere, drawing inspiration and paying homage to many classic horror films, some I didn't even know existed and only became aware of because of this show. But these homages are obvious in the show's visual style, which is dark and moody, creating an unsettling and suspenseful ambiance. The pacing of the series is well crafted, balancing moments of intense suspense with character-driven scenes. The characters skillfully mix together the personal stories of the characters with the overarching mystery, creating such a strong and engaging narrative to keep you on the edge of your seat. Also, the decision to set the series in a new town I think was a smart choice, especially with a new cast to allow for some fresh storytelling while also maintaining connections to the original. One thing I did not like about The Perfectionist is the fact that it took place in Oregon, which is while all the other spin-offs in the original series took place in Pennsylvania. Why would you set one show across the country into another town so far away from the original? I didn't understand that. I also have to mention how killer the opening song is compared to the original and the one used in The Perfectionist. I kept wanting to watch the opening credits because of how much of the theme song enhanced the mood and ambiance of the series. Overall, Pretty Little Liars Original Sin offers a thrilling and emotionally rich journey that both honors its predecessor and stands on its own as a new chapter in the saga. And I give Pretty Little Liars Original Sin an A-. Let me know what you thought about Original Sin down below, and let's move on to Summer School. Pretty Little Liars Summer School continues the dark and thrilling tone set by the first season, Original Sin. Our Pretty Little Liars are now faced with a fate worse than death, Summer School. But Millwood High isn't the only thing getting in the way of their fun summer jobs and new love interests. A new villain who may or may not have a connection to A has come to town and is going to put them all through hell. As they navigate their academic grind and try to enjoy their summer, a series of disturbing events unfold with a new killer on the loose, Bloody Rose. She leaves cryptic messages and makes the liars participate in high-stakes psychological games to test their strengths and weaknesses and unearth their personal vulnerabilities. Twists and red herrings keep you guessing about Bloody Rose's true identity, deepening the mystery while exploring the character's growth and resilience. This show continues to explore how the sins of the past shape lives of the current characters. The ripple effects of past choices or actions and unresolved conflicts add depth to the storyline, emphasizing the cyclical nature of trauma. We see this as Chip's mom blames Tabby and Imogen for their son being killed by Archie and being in denial about what her son did to them. Not only that, also with the storyline revolving around the church with Kelly, trying to seek redemption for her family and trying to recruit the liars to join as well. The whole plot revolving the church and trying to recruit people just remind me a lot of a similar plot in Riverdale Season 3, which was created by the same creators of this show. And just like in Riverdale, I wasn't all that interested in it, and it is where the story kind of dragged for me, if I have to be honest. Each character struggles with understanding themselves while dealing with A's challenges. We see this as Tabby and Imogen deal with their trauma. Noah finds herself in a love triangle, Farron trying to compete and prove their strength as a lifeguard, and Mouse's relationship with Ash while dealing with a religious cult. Themes of sexuality, gender identity, and self-worth are handled with sensitivity, giving the series a progressive edge. I was also very happy that Jordan Gonzalez got more moments to shine as Ash and give some powerful performances that revolve around the amount of discrimination and hate that the trans community faces, especially with him being the representation in the show. His performance alone was truly powerful and touching, and I just enjoy his character in this show a lot. In this season, A uses modern technology to monitor, manipulate, and terrorize, reflecting on real-world anxieties about privacy and cyber harassment. Examples like being doxxed or forming a cult following for a serial killer, which we see with the website Spooky Spaghetti, which is this show's version of creepypasta. This season critiques the worldwide nature of surveillance and its psychological toll. Bailee Madison continues to be a powerhouse as Imogen, blending vulnerability with strong determination. Her portrayal of Imogen's grief and her determination to uncover the truth feels deeply authentic. Madison's emotional range shines, specifically in scenes where Imogen grapples with her motherly instinct and her desire to shield others from harm. Zariah delivers a layered performance as Farron, bringing charm and intensity to Farron's inner struggle with being a perfectionist and her personal identity. Her best scenes are where she carries this raw emotional weight, specifically in moments of confrontation with the male lifeguards or Kelly, or even Bloody Rose. Malia Pyles brings an understated strength to her role as Mouse. Her portrayal of trauma, recovery, and resilience is subtle, giving a more quiet but equally compelling contrast to the more dramatic arcs. Maia Reficco as Noah brings raw intensity and emotional complexity. Noah is a character caught between trying to protect her friends while also balancing two love interests. My fear with her character, though, is that it feels like the writers were starting to give Noah the same treatment they did to Emily in the original series, where most of her subplots were about her love interests, which I felt like was a waste since the other liars had more important subplots to the overarching plot. And as someone who really loved and was able to relate to her character in Original Sin, I was afraid they were going that route with her character and giving her the more filler subplots. Now, this is where I might get a little crazy because Chandler Kinney blew me away and made Tabby my favorite final girl of 2024. Now, I'm not lying when I say that. And possibly in the top 10 of all time for me. Chandler Kinney as Tabby was the main focus and protagonist in the season. She continued to bring a subtle and multi-layered approach to Tabby, whose passion for filmmaking serves as both her strength and her coping mechanism. Kinney's portrayal captures Tabby's self-reflection and determination, showcasing her growth from a character driven by curiosity to one who is actively seeking justice and closure. Chandler excels in emotionally charged scenes, specifically those that delve into Tabby's past trauma, which actually made me tear up a little, I'm not even gonna lie. Her ability to show vulnerability without diminishing Tabby's resilience is just evidence of how amazing of an actress she is. For example, where Tabby discusses her love for horror films doubles as a metaphor for processing of real-life fears and anxieties. Whether she's analyzing clues or reflecting on her past, Kinney's ability to show complex emotions through her body language and micro-expressions adds depth to her character. Now that I got that out of the way, Pretty Little Liars Summer School is still great at building tension and atmosphere. The show maintains the eerie gothic tone established in Original Sin, while redefining its visual language since the first season. It took more inspiration from Scream and Halloween, while the second season took inspiration from Friday the 13th, and those types of movies. The pacing balances slow burn reveals with bursts of intense action, keeping you invested. The director skillfully placed intimate character moments next to high-stakes thriller sequences, emphasizing the duality of personal struggles and the overarching threat. The series continues to innovate visually, using symbolic imagery and callbacks to the original series to create a sense of continuity while carving its own unique identity. Overall, Pretty Little Liars Summer School deepens the franchise's legacy by exploring darker themes, delivering subtle and powerful performances, and maintaining its trademark suspense. With its modern twists and social commentary, the show successfully reinvents itself while honoring the essence of its predecessors. Fans of the franchise and newcomers alike will find much to enjoy in this compelling and multi-layered mystery slasher. And I give Summer School a B+. Let me know what you think about the show down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I would really like to hear your thoughts down below. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe if you are new to join the Grimpire, and turn post notifications on to get notified when I do post again. And all my socials will be down in the description below. I have my Blue Sky down there. I'm more active on there, and Instagram. Those are where you can find me. Oh, and TikTok. Can't forget about that one. Let me know some constructive feedback down below in the description as well. Are you enjoying the series? Are you enjoying these videos? Let me know down below. What other franchises or series would you like me to review? Next is a big franchise which I'm really excited to watch and review. So I hope you're around for that. And I will reveal what that is in the next video, which is the Pretty Little Liars ranking. So if you're excited to find out what next is coming on this channel, go watch that one when it drops next week. You'll be so excited to find out what I'm going to be reviewing. And yeah, I'll also have links down below in the description so you can check out Pretty Little Liars Original Sin and Summer School right now.